This is Desert Homestead Prepping. Make sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. Hey guys, thanks for coming back. We're going to continue on with this chicken coop, see if I can get it done. Sorry about skipping a video last week. We had some things going on in town, plus it had snowed and everything was just buried in snow. There was just no way we were going to really do anything. So now everything is melting again, and it is a really muddy mess. I mean, let me show you some of this, because we got streams coming through here, and the main road is such a disaster that we can barely even drive up and down it. We may have to park the vehicles at the end of our dirt road and drive the four-wheeler to them, because we're getting close to getting stuck. We'll see if everything kind of melts off, then it'll start to dry out and we'll be okay, but right now it's really bad. So yeah, look at this stream running through here, just trickling away. It's coming off of this hill and melting down here. This is why we really needed to get gravel, because over here where I'm standing on the gravel is fine. We have this patch here that we haven't finished that you can just see what a disaster. I mean, sink right down in it. But then over here we're just excellent. So I mean, look at our cars. The Charger, I was able to get here last night in the cold, so most of the mud was frozen, but the other car is just covered in mud. I mean, it's pretty crazy. So all right, so enough about that. Let me get focused on this chicken coop. I want to see if I can get this done, squared away, and work out some of the details. So just remember, as I've been working on this chicken coop, I have a plan in mind, and then as I go to execute the plan, it it shifts because I run into some issues, and then I have to retweak the design a little bit, and that's just kind of the way it goes when you're trying to improvise with odd and end materials. So expect that will continue as I get working on the coop sections and the hatches where we can access those from the outside, and the vent, and then the sheeting and all that stuff. Expect that there will be some improvisation, if that's how you say it. And either way, we're gonna get this done. We're gonna get it squared away and get it done and finished up, so that we can get going on fencing in the chicken run. All right, this is going to be the hatch to be able to open up and grab the eggs. I'm just screwing it down just to hold it in place, because I'm going to put sheeting all along this, and that's about all that I could think of that would make this go a little faster. So I'll put the sheeting in place to cover this, and then I'll be able to put hinges on this. I think we're going to have it hinge downward because that kind of makes more sense. And yeah, then I'll put a latch on it, and then I can pull these screws out, and it should be all set for us to use it as a hatch. All right, so that's all I'm gonna do for today. Sun's going down. I need to get some things cleaned up before it really gets dark. So we'll get back at this first thing in the morning. Well, guys, you know, I hate it when this kind of stuff happens, but I need to redo this. I don't know what I was thinking. I should have checked. I mean, I got carried away, and once my wife came out here and looked at it, she's like, these nesting boxes are too high. And yep, so I'm gonna have to take them off, and I'm gonna have to relocate them down quite a bit, at least another, I don't know, foot, maybe a foot and a half, and then we can go from there. It's just the way life is. So let me redo that. I'm going to take these off. Hopefully it doesn't take too long, and I'll relocate them down lower. That'll also make the hatch in the back that we open up to be able to access them from the outside a lot lower and easier for us to reach into. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to relocate these down a little lower. It's gonna be a lot better, a lot easier to reach in there. I don't know what I was thinking with those nesting boxes, but we got it squared away. I'm gonna put a hatch just at the top of this wall right by the door, and I'll cover it with chicken wire, and we'll set it up with a latch so that it can be opened in the summer months for ventilation. So yeah, that's the plan. So I had to put this up here so that I could have that straight edge for my sheeting, because the ends of those pallets just put it at an angle. It just wasn't going to attach right. So that was the purpose of that. All right, I'm going to start putting odd and end pieces of plywood on here. That's what I got. Alright, now that I got the walls done, I'll show you what my plan is for the roof. So I've had these doors sitting here for years. These were actually the doors from the box truck that I used to make the root cellar out of. So they're all, I don't know, plywood, or I'm pretty sure it's plywood that's overlaid with metal. So I'm just gonna go ahead and center them and just tack them down. I think that'll work great, but I got to get all this hardware off of here. So I'm gonna get out the grinder. We'll just cut all that right off of there. So I ran into a problem here. This is rotted. I mean, the metal's fine. There's nothing on here. I don't know what the heck. Might have to come up with something else, because this is what's going on. Just a rotten mess. Piece of garbage. Yeah, I'll have to come up with another plan. Let me think about it. Alright, so I'm gonna have to get all this cleaned up because I gotta head back to town. I was hoping to have more time today to work on this, but I just don't have the time. There's quite a few things that came up that I need to go back to town a little early to deal with. So I'll get this all cleaned up, and then when I come back, I'll come up with a plan for the roof, and we'll get this thing finished up. Well, it seems like every project has some kind of setback. Appreciate you guys. Catch you in the next one.